Oh, hey. Today I'm going to be showing you my stretching routine that I do almost every day. It's pretty simple, it's pretty quick. All you're going to need is a yoga mat. Optional equipment is going to be a yoga block or foam roller, as well as a hand towel or yoga strap. Take what you like, leave what you don't. Feel free to make this your own. Let's get started. We're going to start on our stomachs in a Sphinx position. Forearms are flat on the floor. Shoulders are lifted. Head is in a neutral position. The reason I like the Sphinx position so much is we spend so much of our day bent forward and in flexion, and this is going to bring our bodies back into extension. We're going to start by taking 3 cycles of breath here. If you're flexing your glutes or hips right now, feel free to relax those and settle into the mat. From here, we're going to bend at the knees and move back into a child's pose position. I'm going to opt for an extended child's pose, meaning that my knees are coming out wide towards the edge of the mat. You're welcome to bring your knees closer together, whatever's more comfortable for you. We'll walk the hands out long, elbows drop to the floor, head drops to the floor if you have the mobility for it. And then we'll take 3 cycles of breath here. Next, we'll go ahead and walk our hands up into a seated position. I'm going to slide forward on my mat a little bit, and then we're going to reach our hands back behind us. I've brought my knees in just a little bit here. If this is too difficult, you can put a yoga block or a pillow underneath between your glutes and your ankles, and that's going to give you just a little bit of assistance there. Another option would be to do one arm at a time. So an arm would be resting forward and then one back. The goal, however, is to be able to do both. You're holding just a little bit of tension here in your neck, but not so much tension that you feel like you're straining or injuring your neck. And we'll take 3 cycles of breath. From here, we'll pivot on to our hips. Legs swing out in front of us into a bent position. We'll be at 90 degrees with the legs. Hands are going to remain behind you. Shoulders are tall. This movement is a little bit more advanced and a little bit more difficult. If you're not able to do it, just go ahead and skip it. The goal here is going to be to bring your body into a bridge position. So we'll engage the core and then we're going to lift hips to the sky. Neck remains in that neutral position where we have tension, but not so much tension we're hurting ourselves. And I like to do 5 to 10. We'll go ahead and do 5 together today. Your body is shaking, that is totally fine, totally normal. This takes a fair bit of core strength and shoulder stabilization. Fantastic. From here, we're going to move into a piriformis stretch. Right ankle is going to come over left knee, and you should feel this stretch out in your right hip. If this is too deep for you, what you can do is you can lie flat on your back. I have a clip in my hair, that's not smart. And then you can bring ankle to the knee here, just like this, or even hug the leg like so. I prefer the seated version. You go ahead and find whatever version works for you. So right ankle over left knee, and then drop the glutes. Your glutes might be on the floor, mine are hovering just a few inches above. Little bit of tension in the toes to protect the right knee. If you're feeling pain in the right knee, try to flex the toes. And if that pain persists, go ahead and skip the movement. We'll take 3 cycles of breath here. Go ahead and drop the glutes to the floor. Right foot returns to the floor. Next, we're going to move into a glute stretch. So we're going to go ahead and tuck that right foot back so that our knee comes to be forward towards the front of the mat, okay? Hi, Spooks. Can you come lay down? All right, from here, right ankle is going to come back by your left hip. I recognize that this movement is not going to be accessible for everyone, and that's okay. If this is too much, just skip it. I am simply showing you what I do every day. Take what you want, leave what you don't, okay? So I like to have hands on both feet, okay? Feet are angled out towards the side of the mat, and you should be feeling a really deep stretch in that right hip, okay? Head comes up long, and we'll hold for 3 cycles of breath here. All right, ever so slowly, we'll go ahead and release from this position. Legs are going to return to a bent position. Hands are behind you, and we're going to repeat the same motions on the left-hand side. So left ankle comes to right knee, a little bit of bend in, or flexion rather, in the toes, and then we'll drop the glutes to the floor. Again, feel free to do a lying version of this if that is simpler for you. And then we'll go ahead and take 3 cycles of breath here. It's not going to be uncommon that one side feels a lot tighter than the other, or that each side feels quite different. Left foot returns to the floor, glutes drop down to the floor, and then we're going to go ahead and repeat that glute stretch on the opposite side. So we're going to bring our left foot or ankle back by our right hip so that our left knee is facing straight forward to the front of the mat. We're going to take the right foot over the body, over by the left hip. I've got my hands on both feet. Feet are out towards the edge of the mat. Both knees are forward to the front of the mat. We're gonna bring our spine up tall, and we'll take 3 cycles of breath here. And if you can only get to here, but you can still feel that glute stretch, go for it. Fantastic. Go ahead and release the movement. Right foot is going to come to the front of the mat, and we're going to move into a lunge position. Hands are on the inside of the right foot. I prefer to have my knee dropped, ankle flat. If you like to have flexion in the foot, that's totally fine. It's completely up to you. Find what's comfortable, wiggle around a little bit. Spine is long and tall. We've got our weight in our fingers, palms, and wrists. We don't just have it dumping into our wrists. And we're gonna go ahead and take 3 cycles of breath here. If you can't reach here, this would be a really great time to bring in that foam roller or yoga block to give yourself just a little bit more height so you're not having to reach quite as far. From here, we'll do a deep hip flexor stretch. I need assistance with this. I'm gonna use a belt because I'm classy and don't have a yoga strap. You can use a hand towel as well, whatever gets the job done. I'll show you without assistance. However, I do need it. Right hand is going to swing a round windmill style, and then we're going to reach back and grab the left foot or heel or ankle, whatever is the most comfortable for you. You can see that I can do this, but it's kind of straining. So 2 options would be to bring your foam roller or yoga block underneath the left hand just to bring the movement up a little bit. Other option would be to bring your yoga strap in your right hand and loop it around that left foot. Like I said, you can also do this with a hand towel. I really love that. I'm gonna do both forms of assistance today because it is feeling like a deep stretch after my long run this morning. And we'll do 3 cycles of breath here. Go ahead and release that left foot gently back down to the floor. We're gonna repeat that same motion on the opposite side. Left foot comes to the front of the mat. Go ahead and drop the hips forward. Hands come to the inside of the left foot. Toes are flat. Back foot, is flat on the floor. Feel free to wiggle. Get a little movement in there. See what's tight. And then when you're ready, we'll take 3 cycles of breath here. From here, we're gonna windmill our right arm around our body. If you need your tools here, feel free to grab them. If this movement is something that you're not able to do at this time, rather than saying, I can't do it, find a version that works for you. Even if that is just lifting the leg and barely reaching back or reaching back, whatever it is, go for it, right? We're never gonna get there if we're constantly telling ourselves we can't do the thing. So find what you can do and go from there, okay? All right, when you find a comfortable version of this for you, we'll go ahead and take 3 cycles of breath. I'm proud of you for showing up here today. I know that it's really hard sometimes to find the space to take care of ourselves and to slow down in this busy world. So I am proud of you for taking this little bit of time for yourself because you matter a whole lot. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and gently release that right foot back down to the floor. And that does it for our routine today. I hope you found this helpful. Like I said before, take what you want, leave what you don't, find what versions you can do. You're going to get better over time. Just keep going, and I'll see you next time.